Episode of Got Milch, the Stardew Valley Milk Only run. We are now live, and give it just a second to make sure it's all working. Seems like it's working. I have a couple of special guests with me today. My name's Nick Splendorr, as usual, and unfortunately, Lucy was not able to join us today. But I do have a couple of guests here who are calling in live over the internet. Got my friend Tony.
Hello.
Hi, Tony. Thank you for joining me. Tony is a game developer, visual artist, and just one of my best buds.
No.
And we also hear, who's this on the other line? It's Ryan.
Oh, hello. My name's Ryan Splendorr.
That's my brother.
Aww.
It's my brother. Do we sound enough the same that people think we're related? Because in person, they don't think we're related.
It's never happened once in our entire life.
Every
actually.
single time the two of us have met new people together, at some point in the conversation, it comes up that we're brothers, and everybody startles, like, what? But you don't look the same.
One of the most surprising things for any human being.
It really is. So I think vocally I think it's probably easier to believe we're related vocally, but that's probably more of an insult to you than it is to me.
Oh, come on. Don't even start this now.
I don't know why I do it. I don't know. So I'm a little bit under the weather today. I've been pretty sick over the last few days, and Lucy got sick too, and so did Austin this week. After our last stream, everybody came down with a pretty bad cough, and that's sad. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't know what happened, but
This is what milk does to you.
we should. I think I firmly believe that if we had more of that delicious protein muscle bodybuilding nectar that is called milk, if we had been producing more milk already in the game, then this never would have happened. And
Right. Need that throat cream.
Right.
Milk.
Exactly.
Well, I have
And
to ask, was it part of your routine so far? Do you drink milk during the stream?
Oh, physical milk? No, I have not actually.
I got a big old glass of milk.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. See, we're still establishing the rules and the boundaries for what's going to happen in the game and what's going to happen in the stream, and I think you're exactly right. I do not know why. Okay, Austin. I'm going to try not to cough. I'm going to try not to cough directly into the microphone. Austin says that he does not drink it. It makes no sense. Well, Austin, I'm sorry about that. Here, you know what? I'm going to go get a glass of milk.
That's spiteful, but...
Well, you know what? I'm not going to get a glass of milk. We already started, but it's going to put on my list for next time. I will have a glass of milk. I don't think it's a good. The problem is if you drink milk, it actually makes your voice like pretty nasty sounding.
Oh yeah.
I've got a thick throat right now.
So we're going to avoid that. Oh, you know what I should do? I should plug in the controller so I can play the game. I do
Yeah,
not
do
have.
it.
Hold on, I've got my game player. Where's the USB? Oh no.
You don't have a USB?
Okay, I've got this Xbox 360 controller, and the little USB dongle has come off, so that it's
No.
just a little. Why did I start the stream?
The fuck did you do with your dongle?
All right, hold on a second.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Hours are flying by.
That's the worst, the stupidest stream. The stupidest thing. That's all right. I will not be stopped. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. It was caught. It's actually one of my favorite features of the Xbox 360 controllers. It has this little detacher that breaks off when you if you get it caught in the girders of your desk assembly. Then it just snaps off and doesn't break the cable. I like that.
It's very helpful. But it's also great for losing dongles.
All right, gamepad mode activated. It is plugged in and it is working, and it is 8:50 a.m. We are losing daylight. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through real quick and take a look at the TV. The Queen of Sauce.
Yes.
So she's here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish: stir fry. It's a perfect way to get some healthy greens on your plate. Saute the greens in a little sesame oil and make sure to add plenty of fresh ginger and garlic. Now breathe deeply. Oh, that's good. I learned how to cook stir fry. not ever gonna have the ingredients for that though, so that's okay. So the two of you have followed along with the stream so far, and what I think my goal is today is just to kind of like speed run some trees because we need lumber and we need money.
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna like chop down as many trees as I can, as quickly as I can, and replant them.
Yep.
Tony? What's your impression of the stream so far? Are you enjoying the milk only run? Do you think that it's
It's riveting. I keep wondering.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get any money? I mean, I know you said you were gonna sell lumber.
Right. But it seems like a kind of a fool's errand, doesn't it?
It does. It kind of does. But,
Well,
you know, as someone who's recently had a few foolish issues myself in regards to the English language, I can't fault you.
Sure. We're all just
We all have our
big
have our
dumbos
blind
here.
spots.
Yeah, it's okay. We're just gonna see what happens. I'm gonna try to do like 1 day's worth of harvesting of trees, and then we're gonna sell it, and we're gonna see how that sets us up.
Yeah.
Ryan, as an external observer and just a longtime sufferer of my nonsense, how's this one striking you?
I think you've handled it pretty well so far. You've set up a difficult journey for yourself. But I think the strife has added a little bit. It suits your personality.
Thank you very much.
Always been a milky boy.
I've often been
however you want to take that
described as sort of milk toast, which is not a nice thing to call a person, but
it's not nice.
but it is something that the thing is, one of the feedbacks that you gave me earlier this week was saying that I needed to just really embrace the struggle. Right? And don't get discouraged about the fact, like, everybody's like, oh, no, it's going to take forever to get a bunch of money. Yeah, so what? Like, the goal is its own reward. And
Hey,
so...
Nick, I gotta interrupt you for a second. You really gotta do a backflip.
I got to do a backflip?
Patrick
I mean, the
has
people are saying you got to do a backflip.
Oh, Patrick's in the chat!
strongly requested a backflip, so,
Oh, okay,
let it
hold
rip.
on. We got a couple of chats here. Patrick, I'm gonna. I don't know if I can do a backflip.
I believe in you.
Okay,
You can do it.
I'm gonna work on that. That's maybe a goal for me to learn. But please don't unsubscribe just because I don't immediately know how to do all the best moves in the game. And then we've also got our friend Aries in the chat, and it says Twitch won't let you watch this. So, are you watching on desktop, I wonder? Because we've had some issues with the desktop stream for some reason, but if you like open it on your phone, it seems to work better. And that doesn't...
I had to refresh this time.
Okay. Like...
When we first started, it was
Okay.
kind of frozen. I did a refresh and it worked.
Oh, okay. So maybe try that and see mobile, huh? All right. Well, I mean, Twitch is not working all the time, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if there's something I should do different. I'm really sorry that you're not able to see this footage of me just chopping down trees and then getting sluggish from overexertion and then having to walk extremely slowly back to the house.
You're so heavy right now.
I'm so
all the
heavy.
way, all the way to your bed on this early afternoon. Beautiful day with the butterflies about.
As Fiona Apple said, I am heavy with mood. And she says heavy with mood or moon. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna put this wood in this box here. Am I allowed to sell the sap? It comes from the trees.
I say yes.
Okay,
It is tree milk.
Okay, but I didn't get it by milking the tree. I got it from chopping the tree. And so it's more like tree blood. So I don't know if that's right. Not allowed to sell a geode.
I mean, there's not a lot of complex animations in this game, and I don't know what you're doing to that tree as you hit it. So
I think sap's off limits, y'all. I think I gotta put it in the water.
I think you gotta drink it.
Mixed seeds, I gotta put it in the water. Fiber, put it in the water. Geode, put it in the water. Coal I can keep and rocks I can keep, and that's the rules. Hey, Patrick, could you just make sure you keep it clean in the chat. I don't want to have to moderate you. The question comes up, what is milking? And it's something that we're going to have to get entirely too graphic and specific about over the course of this run. Oh, you know what? I just realized I forgot to say something. But now we've got another day. Ooh, I can make the survival burger, which I will never make. But my axe proficiency went up. That's good. Okay, what did I get for... Y'all, I got 264 gold for 1 day's worth of wood haul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
It could be better. I definitely threw a lot of other money in the water, and if we could find some way to convince me that sap is okay to put in there, that would be good.
You know what, this has proven to me that this is not necessarily completely milking the bull, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Well, I'm just checking my milk facts over here.
Oh, you got a milk fact for us?
Yeah. Well, I did a cursory search just to see maybe what a broad definition of milking is.
Okay, yes, please.
I don't have that for you yet. Because I got distracted when it said that people also ask, what does milking the bull mean? So my current milk fact for you is that milking the bull is a proverb which uses the metaphor of milking a bull to indicate that an activity would be fruitless or futile.
Is that so?
Which I think is actually pretty applicable to your current...
To my whole deal.
whole deal.
All right. Let's see what's in the mail. Dear Farmer Milch, I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage when we first met it. It's really a nice little house. However, you might need some more space someday. That's where I can help. If you bring me some raw materials and pay a fee, I can expand your house. First expansion I offer includes a kitchen. With a kitchen, you'll be able to cook any recipes you've learned. Anyway, I hope you're starting to feel at home in Stardew Valley. Your local carpenter, Robin. Robin, thank you for contacting me, but you have definitely addressed the wrong notion. I don't need a kitchen. I need a silo, and I need barns.
Well, I mean, the kitchen...
But she doesn't know... Yeah.
For the fridge.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Shoot.
Fridge for milk.
Yep, we're gonna need that too. Okay, great.
Oh, what is your stance on butterflies? You know, butter being a milk product.
Butterfly.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. Yes, if there's a way to interact with butterflies, that's technically in the milk tech tree. So people are joining us recently. Do not know who is hanging out with us. We got Tony Ransom over
Me.
here. Say your name,
That's
Tony.
me.
Yeah.
My name is Tony Ransom.
Hi, game developer and best bud. And then over here, we got my brother Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan Splendorr.
Hi. Great. All right, I'm just chopping trees right this second. Somebody make a strong case for me to be able to sell sap and to say that sap is part of the milk tech tree.
Well, look, you're selling wood.
Yeah.
Which...
It's got sap in it. It's got sap in it.
Sap in it already. It's right there, man.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
It comes out.
It is more acceptable to me for you to be selling the sap than the wood.
Wow. Okay. Wow. All right.
I'm gonna lay it down that way.
Okay, but definitely selling the wood because it's part of the tech tree, so that's fine. But I see where you're coming from. Yeah, it's like if it belongs to the tech tree, that's the trick, right? Like it doesn't have to be specifically, you unlock like Mayan civilization in the video game Civilization. Then you can do any Mayan stuff that you want to. Right? That's the Mayan tech tree. I have not played that game.
Not me.
Yeah. But, okay, so, Patrick in the chat says that, sap is nature's milk, and I'm not gonna disagree with that. I think that...
It's not incorrect, but...
I personally think that saps, syrups, the things that can come out of a tree are technically milk. I think they should be permitted under the laws.
Well, the one thing that I wanted to ask about that, though, so I'm pretty deep down a rabbit hole over here about what is milking. First of all, I'm going to suggest you probably just don't really ever need to type milking straight directly into a search.
Good advice. Parental warning.
Parental warning. The first 3 entries are just straight to Urban Dictionary.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to figure out here is, I think you guys had already talked about like what milk is from other things, like an almond milk or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's happened already.
Yeah, we talked about almond milk. Yeah.
And essentially, what almond milk is adding water to almond butter. So do you have to add water to sap to make it tree milk?
Whoa, well, it's like if sap is butter, then yes. And if you add butter to... If you add water to butter, does it make milk again?
What?
I didn't know. I don't know about that. Ari in the chat says, great news. They do use the term milking to get maple sap from the maple trees.
That is great news.
That's canon.
Oops. Love to know that.
I found a skeletal hand.
A skeletal hand, you can use that for milking. Trust me, I'm a skeleton expert.
I was just going to walk around. Okay, all right. If milking is a term for getting maple sap from the maple trees, then that's factual. That is milk. That's a kind of milk. That's part of the tech tree. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to sell the sap. Austin says that he's reversed from last week and says that I can only sell stone and wood. But Austin, what do you say to introducing the notion that milking a tree does produce sap, and therefore sap is milk, and therefore I can do what I want with it? I will await your answer with bated breath. Let's see. I think I'm going to do it. I'm walking around, I'm looking for worms, because one of the things we're going to need is, with a little bit of remaining strength, I am going to need mud. I don't know how I feel about it either. All right, yes.
You can also get lots of clay in the mines. You can go in there without fighting.
That's true. That's true.
If you're just looking for clay, you can go to the patches, the ground patches there.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
Get those up.
I don't think I have access to the mine yet. Do I? One of the landslides.
I think they did. Maybe they said it's clear now.
Okay.
Maybe check it.
I'll go check that out.
Give it a check. Give it an hour.
Here.
I have a quick confession, real quick, just to make it known.
Yes.
I've never. No, this is. I'm off the milking train.
What?
I'm not, but go ahead.
No, I just want everybody out there to realize that this is the first time I've ever seen Stardew Valley played in any capacity.
Oh, really?
So you are making my definitive version of what my picture of Stardew Valley is.
Yeah.
With this particular run.
Okay.
And it means a lot to me.
Oh.
Be here. And,
that's beautiful. Oops. There's a man with a cape. This is Marlin. He says, I walk in looking milky fresh. I was just peering down into this old mine shaft. It's been abandoned for decades. Still, there's probably good ore down there. But a dark place, undisturbed for so long, I'm afraid ore isn't the only thing you'll find. Here, take this. You might need it. Oh no. Alright, you received a rusty sword. Name's Marlin, by the way. I run the Adventurers Guild right outside. I'll keep my eye on you. Prove yourself, and I might think about making you a member. I have sincerely doubt we will ever achieve membership.
If you could find some kind of butter knife, that might be an acceptable weapon.
Yep. Patrick in the chat points out that clay is nature's milk, and also suggests that we milk marlin. And I don't, right this very second, I'm not sure of a way to do that, but I am open to suggestions. I mean, the thing is, I want to be picky. Like, I do want to be picky about what I do in this run, but I also want to be open to possibilities.
You gotta walk that line.
Yeah. So we went down in there. There were no clay spots, and I'm almost out of energy. So
That's right. You couldn't make a hole.
I'm gonna go back to bed. Let's see what we got going in here. The crisp air. Crisp air of the wilderness is all I care to know. Fair enough. Okay, so the question has come up. Harry says in the chat, so when do we actually see proper milk? Well, the thing is, you got to get there. And I am doing literally everything I'm allowed to do in order to get to milk as soon as possible. But given that it's a milk-only run, I'm not allowed to make money from any means except things we agree are part of the milk tech tree. So that does include wood, because you have to have wood to build barns, etc. We are currently saying that it includes sap, because sap is part of a tree, but it's also the milk of a tree. It's tree milk. So I'm allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to sell the skeletal hand unless you do need a hand to milk a cow.
This is what I'm saying.
So is a skeletal hand...
It's a milk. It's even, it's reaching toward being in the milking configuration.
It's part
if it's a skeletal hand, it's probably milked a lot of cows.
Yeah. I think
and it's got some marrow in there, right?
Well, yes, except I'm taking a pretty firm stance that blood is not a form of milk. That we cannot, like, attacking a creature and making it bleed is not milking.
Right.
That's just me.
Right.
That's me. That's where I got to draw the line.
I understand.
But a skeletal hand, I think it's enough to say, well, a hand is used for milking, and bones are used for a hand. So that's part of the tech tree. I'm going to sell this skeletal hand. In general, I'm not allowed to sell artifacts, but if we can come up with a reasonable justification for literally any item being part of the process, that's in there. So I'm going to sell this wood, and I'm going to sell the sap. Boop, here we go. Skeletal hand. Boop, there it goes. This sword I'm going to put in the box, because I don't know that I'm ever going to need a sword. Probably not, but I'm just going to have it since it was given to me, and I got stones.
Well, you got to slice cheese with something.
I do have extra wood in the chest in my house. For some reason, I was saving that for later, but I guess I should liquidate these assets for the moment, just to get there as quickly as possible. I think it's a good point. Thank you, Austin.
We're trying to get to the milk.
Thank you. So, thank you, Austin. So, tools are in the milk tech tree because you need them to do the things, like I have to, the axe is part of it because I have to chop the wood to get I chop the trees to get the wood to access the barn, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, tools are okay. Fishing, as far as we can tell, fishing is not part of the tree yet. We've done a little research on the alleged milkfish, but does not appear in this game.
Unfortunately.
As far as we know. Look at this. Oh, wow. Now that's some money.
What?
See, you put it
How much was
multiple days worth of wood. Skeletal hands, 100 gold. Not bad, not bad.
Wow.
Sap is 2 gold each. So I think the sap and the wood are 2 gold each. Wow, 1 sap's equal to 1 wood as far as money is concerned? This economy is wild.
Not so.
But I don't think it's... Go ahead.
What are they paying that much money for the hand for?
Who knows? Good morning, milk buds. We are looking forward to having that first cow. I forgot to say that the first 2 days, so sorry, but sure. I did say it. All right, this is going to be the last day of the stream, probably. We're going to do one more day. So, question from the chat. What is your current objective? Pay for barn. current objective is build a silo, because you need a silo to store grass in order to feed cows. So step 1 is build a silo. Step 2 is build a barn. Step 3 is get a cow.
The cow can survive off of, if you're fast enough, the cow can survive off that grass for a while, and you can start getting milk from that cow to fund your silo.
Okay.
If you want to be aggressive, as I think you should.
Okay, all right, shortest path. All right. And the silo requires copper and mud, and that's going to be farther down the line. Okay, all right. I'm open. All right, let's adjust it. We're going to go. Now, here's the problem. If it gets to be, winter time, and we don't have food for the cow, then that's going to make the cow pretty unhappy.
Well, here's the thing: is that you can keep hay just in a treasure chest if you want.
But you can't collect hay unless you have a silo.
Right, but you could buy some.
I could buy it with what? Yeah, with my.
Well, if you have a cow, then you get milk.
You're exactly right. The cow. Yeah, once we have one cow and then we're getting milk, then that's increasing our output by 100%. Relative to our current milk output. Okay, agreed. So we are adjusting the goals. Goal number 1, right this second, is pay for a barn, which is 6,000 gold and a bunch. It's a lot, but we've already got 2,200, y'all. This is going so good, actually.
That's pretty good.
I think it's going so
real good.
You're
really doing it.
Just imagine, like, the thing is, when you set a goal for yourself, you gotta look forward and keep sort of visualizing what's gonna happen in the future and what you're working toward. One day we are going to have like over a dozen barns on this plot of land. Each of them will be upgraded to the maximum, and that maximum will contain 12 milk-giving buddies. We're gonna have cows. We're gonna have goats. I think those are the only 2. But if we have 12 barns with 12 milk producers in each one, that's 1 gross of milk producers, and we are going to be drowning in milk. That's what you got to look forward to. That's what you got to remind yourself about. It's not about the present setbacks or difficulties. Yes.
Well, part of the joy of milk is the work you do to get the milk, right?
Yes, that's exactly right. Like, a tall glass of milk is no fun if you don't have a job. If you're not toiling away in a milk-free workplace, for a good proportion of your day. Now, if I say that out loud, well, right now I'm toiling away in a milk-free workplace, so it's pretty good. I think it's fair.
As long as these petals keep floating around.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to chop down some trees and get not even one step closer to the milk. But it's many steps closer. Each chop of this axe is a step closer. Austin points out that we do need big barns in order to keep goats, and that is correct. We will not... Look at all this clay I got! 3 clay! I only need 10 clay to make 1... Yeah!
Wow.
Y'all, we got so much closer to having a silo just now.
We're clay rich.
Heck yeah.
Love to see it.
Now let me tell you what. In a regular run of Stardew Valley, are you getting that excited about some clay?
No, but I'm excited right now.
In my experience, no, you are not going to get that excited. But yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Yes.
Starting to feel exhausted. All right. That's it for that. Well, I guess that's about it for this day. Okay, look at all this beautiful grass that one day our friends will feast upon. Look at all these trees that I planted in what attempted to be a grid and just didn't quite work. Did not keep up with myself on that one. That's all right though. I'll get a little neater with my trees as we go along. Everything's going great. Oh, I'm gonna plant some more trees while we're here. This is great.
Lovely.
back in the grid. I'm gonna plant more trees over here actually.
Just keep that grid going.
Just keep the grid going over here. New grid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that's pretty much it for today. Now I know that we are getting some, we're getting some feedback about how there's no milk in the run yet, but like, you watch a speed run and they haven't already beaten the game. You know what I'm saying? Like the goal of the game is to win, but you watch all along the way. And like, so please be patient and please understand that this is part of the process. That's all I can say. All right. So I got to put this fiber in the water. Boop, boop, boop. And boop. Bye.
I would like that once you start getting all the milk, but if you were able to put enough of that in the water, the ponds turns to milk.
Now that would be great. That would be great.
True dream.
I think if this stream gets popular enough, they will modify the game to... Speaking of mods, are there mods for this game?
Yes, there are.
There are mods for Stardew?
A long time ago, somebody made a mod where you could raise Pokemon.
Okay, I gotta look into that. Yeah, we might be able to turn the water white. That is not a Breaking Bad reference.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for joining us, everyone. That's all we're going to do for today. We're just going to keep I feel like, 30 or 45 minutes an episode is probably good. We got to get through this thing. But I appreciate you joining and tuning in. And if you hated it, please let me know. If you liked it, that's good. Ari in the chat says maybe the real milk was the friends we made along the way. And I love that sentiment.
UFO.
I love that sentiment, but it is incorrect. The real milk is the milk we made along the way, which we will make. And once I'm making milk, y'all are going to be in for it. Okay? It's going to be... Whew. Just keep your eyes on the prize, baby. That has been this episode of Gott, Milch. Thank you so much to my guests, Tony Ransom.
Thank you for having me.
And Ryan Splendorr.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Hey, buds. Ryan, you got another milk fact to close us out here?
Yeah, I suppose so. I'll just give you the actual milking definition.
Yes,
Do it.
please.
Finally found.
Yeah, close us out.
Milking is the act of removing milk from the mammary glands of cattle, water buffalo, humans, goats, sheep, and more rarely, camels, horses, and donkeys. Milking may be done by hand or machine, and it requires the animal to be currently or recently pregnant. So,
Okay, but there must be secondary definitions that include, like,
there's
the
a lot
tree
of
sap and so.
definitions.
Yeah, okay, so we'll get into that later. Donkey milk, huh?
Uh-huh.
Never thought about that, but I did say, now that so the stream's over, and now we can just have some real talk. I was sick the last couple of days, and I watched all 3 Austin Powers movies.
What?
And and one thing I realized is that the character in the second Austin Powers movie, which is Austin Powers: The Spy Who Shagged Me, from the year 1999, is one of the Mike Myers does all the characters, right? He plays Heather Graham, he plays Michael Caine in the third movie, but in the second movie he plays not only Austin Powers and Dr. Evil and everybody else, but he also plays a new character called Fat Bastard. And that's not nice. That's not a good thing to say. There are so many bad jokes in these movies, and it really made me think a lot about myself and the fact that I thought this was really funny when I was like 11 years old. But anyway, the one thing I wanted to note, since you brought up donkeys, and since we're not streaming about milk anymore, is that you know how in that movie he plays a guy with just like a Scottish accent who makes jokes about farting?
Yes.
And then they watched that movie and somebody thought, man, this is so good. This is so good. This part of this movie is so good. We should make a whole movie about this. What if we took this character that Mike Myers plays, who's got a Scottish accent and talks about farts, and we just made a whole movie about that, and that's Shrek, which came out in 2001.
Holy shit. Hot damn.
And in the movie Austin Powers: The Spy Who Shagged Me, he does say the word donkey, just like he says it in the
Does he
movie.
really?
Yeah. Yeah, he
Get out of
says
town.
he says donkey. And so
Impossible.
anyway, I just want to note that like a lot of us are struggling, and we have a hard time paying our bills and like getting our ideas out in the world and all of that. And I would just like to note that Mike Myers did like a bad Scottish accent, and it was 2 characters in 2 really popular movies, and actually they made multiple of the Shrek movies, as you may know. And so anyway, I just wanted to say, just don't give up on your dreams, and if you can, be Mike Myers.
It's true.
Not really, though. Don't do what he did, but just go ahead and have been him, and then you will have experienced success. That's what I was thinking as I was lying half asleep on cough medicine.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, that's pretty pseudo-inspiring.
Happy to help. Happy to just have this sort of like your moment of Myers here at the end. And I can't recommend that you rewatch all 3 of those movies in one day.
That's the real reason why you're sick. You
Okay.
just thought you were sick, but that's what actually caused it.
It actually didn't. It didn't help. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me on the stream. And hope you just take care of yourselves out there. And Gott Milch. Yeah, it's German for Gott milk. Okay, bye.